code today. Now CETX, no one cares.
Yep. All right, so let's get started here. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to live trading. If this is your first time on live trading, welcome. We are using the webinars channel in Slack to communicate. As you guys know, we also do a live trading stream on YouTube. Usually we stream the first 30 minutes and then we cut it off for MIC members exclusively. But because I was away, kind of kept the stream running all week this week. I will not be doing that next week. I will be cutting off the stream at 9:30 a.m. next week. So, showed you guys a ton of stuff. Actually, did I not? Oh, never mind. Showed you guys a ton of stuff. So you guys saw me on Tuesday make $4,600. You guys saw me yesterday on Wednesday make $3,000. Market is closed on Friday. Market closed. So last day of the week is today. Hopefully have another solid green day in the books. But same process as always. So you guys saw that I took 3 weeks off, traveling the world, going on vacation. But already in 2 days, I made about $8,000. Why? Because I am literally just sticking to the process. The problem happens is I saw Lance posting about this on Twitter too, is that some of our biggest losing days happen before or after vacation because our head is not really in the game. So after being a trader for over 12 years, I noticed that as well. In the first couple of years of my trading journey, it's almost funny because I feel like you learn what not to do. Right? So you learn that you shouldn't be revenge trading. You learn that you should be walking away from the markets at 10:30. You learn that you shouldn't be adding to a loser. You learn about all these things, about how if your head's not in the game or if you didn't get enough sleep and yada, yada, yada. So the first couple of years of trading, which is actually kind of crazy, is learning what not to do, right? Because if you learn what not to do, man, that is the key. So for me, I'm a little bit stubborn. I come from a Middle Eastern family. So it's really hard for me at the start of my trading journey to not be so stubborn. I kept adding to losers. I kept sizing up into losers. A losing trade would have 10 times the size of a winning trade. A losing trade would be held 10 times longer than a winning trade. And I just made every mistake in the book, right? But the key is that when you are here and you are learning, you're learning what not to do. So one of my biggest strengths as a trader, one of my biggest strengths as a trader is stock selection. I think that is my absolute best talent as a trader, is stock selection, right? So for me, being able to determine what stocks to trade and what stocks to avoid is very, very, very key. So for me, I don't need to trade every single stock that's moving. I don't need to trade every single thing that's happening. All I need to do is find the absolute best possible setup of the day and focus my attention on that, right? So coming into today, it is the same thing as always. Stick to the process and walk away. Oftentimes I see my most success on days that I walk away, not in terms of just P&L, but in terms of mental clarity and mental stability. What you have to realize about trading is it's also a game of stress management and emotional intelligence. So for me, I'm definitely not the smartest person. I'm definitely not the sharpest tool in the tool shed. But what's valuable to me, aside from money, is having freedom, right? A lot of people, they don't understand that the point of trading is to have freedom. It also has the ability to make significant amounts of money. But the reality is the freedom is what you chase as a trader. The freedom to take the day off, the freedom to travel, the freedom to make money in your pajamas, the freedom to do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want. No customer service, no boss you hate, nothing like that unless you hate yourself. That's a different story. You should probably have a therapist for that one. But aside from that, the best days that I have are the days where I walk away. because the days that I walk away allow me to have that mental clarity and build that mental momentum, right? You know, it's like when you're in a good mood or when you're having a good day, literally nothing could go wrong, right? And when you're having a bad day, everything absolutely goes wrong at all moments. So my goal is to have as many good days as possible. What is a good day? A good day is not a green day. A good day is not a green day. A good day is a day sticking to the process and walking away. That's it. That's it. So the biggest thing that you have to understand about your trading is if you stick to your process, the results will follow. If you are selecting the right stocks, you will be successful. If you do not add to your losers, you will be successful. If you walk away, you will be successful. So that's what I always try to reinforce in my head is regardless of a winning day or a losing day, the chances of you having a green day by following that process are significantly higher. Duh. But you could still have a red day following all the right things to do. So these days I judge myself not based on the color of my P&L, but I judge myself based on if I stuck to my process. Because I know that that is going to build a good habit, right? And good habits are what compounds in your trading. So with that being said, very happy that the 2 days that I came back trading have been great green days. And coming into today, you know I went on vacation, but I'm already excited for the weekend, baby. It's 4th of July, it's barbecues, it's burgers, dogs, chicken wings. So, I mean, how can you not be excited about that? So coming into today, same process as always. Let's start by building the watch list. So the way that we build a watch list is we always go to the previous day's watch list and we build from there. The reason why we go to the previous day's watch list is because maybe we missed some stocks that were moving the day before. Oftentimes people don't realize that, you know, the stocks from the previous day are still in play. Go figure. So with that being said, let's get started. So JEM, the Alex indicator went off on this yesterday. Absolutely awesome trade, absolutely awesome opportunity. We were shorting, where the hell were we shorting this one? I think it was, one sec, somewhere here in the 8s. And obviously it collapsed, rebounded, and then secondary collapse. So in my opinion, this JEM is totally broken. It's been such a blessing that this thing has been alive the last couple days. You know, I traded it yesterday. I traded it the day before, you know. One sec. So it's always just been giving us opportunities. So same thing as always. What is my key area on this thing? Also, this LGHL or LGCL just got smoked. I don't know if I missed anything there, James, but
Just dead.
Anyway, so you can see here, yeah, there's some resistance. I see $4 is very simple resistance on JEM. So just gonna draw my resistance lines for 430, and about this kind of like 480s area. Also, something that I've been noticing a lot this morning is this morning has had a lot more pop and drops, a lot more very clear and obvious money flow. If any of the mods are around, if they could post that money flow article, this is something that MIC has been talking about for years now. Don't wait, in 2 more years, everyone else will catch up. But for us, we've been talking about this concept for a very, very long time. And basically the concept of money flow is usually there's one stock that's taking all the attention. And then when a new stock shows up, that attention from the first stock moves to the second stock. The best way to describe it is you walk into a bar and there's 50 guys and 1 girl. It doesn't matter who the girl is, what she looks like, what her deal is. All the guys are going to be all over that girl. But if a second girl walks into that bar, the attention is going to move from the first girl to the second girl. And when that happens, our focus is on the first one because there's less hype and less attention. So we talk about all these concepts, man. We've been making videos about this for years. I've been explaining the same damn things for almost a decade now. You know, I remember when, you know, Bao and I were kind of working together. Bao was mentoring me. He's like, dude, I've been doing this shit for a decade. And I'm like, a decade? This fucking grandpa, a decade? Now I'm the fucking grandpa, and he's been doing it for 2 decades. So it's just really, really crazy how much time, how much time flies. But yeah, overall, same process as always. JEM, you can see it's pushing that 4 and failing. So JEM stock has been filled with opportunities for us. Ideally, a bounce toward 430, and 480s to scale in short. I'm sorry, 470s to scale in short. Really sorry. One more random thought is, have you guys been watching House of Dragon this season? House of Dragon this season is fire.
So good.
Literally so good. Anyway, just have to get that out there. Let me keep going. LHAI. So LHAI, this stock was in play yesterday. You can see that it's kind of failing today. I think, was this a news of an offering? If someone could kind of confirm. Well, that kind of looks like an offering. But aside from that, see 220 resistance, 250s, and 275. So LHAI, broken stock, 220, 250, 275 to scale in short. Next is CANF. Man, this CANF did a really big death candle. So CANF was a little bit tricky yesterday because it did a death candle, it reclaimed. It did a death candle, it reclaimed, and then did a death candle and never reclaimed. So it was very, very difficult to determine if, it was very, very hard to determine if this was going to fake out or hold. So I just stayed away, but now kind of coming into today, if we get a bounce, see this kind of 480 area. So already from the previous day, definitely some stocks in play. So 480, and then drawing my lines here. Looks like about 510, and then 570s. So 480, 510, 480, 510, 570s to scale in short. So tons of stocks from yesterday still in play, which have opportunities. Now let's talk about what's moving today. DSY. DSY is moving. Stock is, lower float, not really much dilution. If I remember, this is a former runner. So if you look, the last time this ran, it ran from like literally $2 to $20. So this might have a secondary run in it. So just kind of waiting for more information on this one. DSY, former runner. Just waiting for more information on it first. CWD. CWD might be a runner. So far holding above VWAP, so ignoring. So far holding above VWAP, so ignoring the short. CETX. CETX totally broken. Looking for bounces on CETX to short. Ideally I would love 4, 450, and 5. CETX, 4, 450, 5. I'm going to talk about the locates when I'm done with the watch list. PPCB, $1 stock, so ignoring this. LGCL, this looked like a hot stock of the day until I guess James bought the entire float and then it crashed. That's a joke. But looking for a bounce towards 225, and 250 to short. LGCL, 225, 250 to short. And then last but not least, CLRO. CLRO, similar to the above, pretty broken. You can see that previous support is turning into resistance in this 420s area. So 420, 450, and 5. CLRO, 420, 450, and $5. USDE. USD seems like a broken stock so far. Excuse me. Seems like a broken stock so far. The float is 100,000 shares, it looks like. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's looking a little bit too sketchy for me. Yeah, stablecoin crypto company, so no thank you, sir. Well, this is kind of the watch list today. Very, very active watch list today. Filled with opportunities today, potentially. So James brought the market back is what it seems like. So I'm going to post this and I'm going to kind of talk about the locates real quick. So As you guys know, the locate prices have been a lot more expensive lately. So I talked to Cobra yesterday to see what's going on. And I asked him, I was like, listen, are these locate providers like in cahoots, right? Are they all talking with each other to make sure that, they keep the locate prices high so that they make more money? And they're like, listen, the locate providers cannot even be in the same room as each other. They hate each other all so much. They are all in major competition with each other, so much so that it's like Game of Thrones where they will burn each other alive. And I was like, dude, holy shit, I didn't know it was that intense. They're like, yeah, when we have events, we have to separate the locate vendors because they all fucking hate each other. It's like different mob groups, different mafia families, all fucking trying to whack each other. So they didn't say that was the reason. They pretty much said that a lot of the stocks that have been moving lately have been a lot lower floats. And because they're a lot lower floats, the locates have just been a lot more expensive. So and something to keep in mind is that Cobra and the brokerages do not set the locate fees. There is a vendor. So pretty much what happens is like Cobra goes to like a Goldman Sachs or like a Interactive Brokers, and they borrow shares from that and then give those shares to us traders. So those people, those vendors are the ones setting the locate prices, and Cobra just moves them over to the traders. Yeah, I want to be the locate mafia is what we call it. Yeah, but they are definitely running the show. So in response, Cobra is now working on not only getting them to drop their prices, but also they are introducing 2 new locate providers. So if you guys don't already know, Cobra has nearly 17 locate providers. That is 17 different vendors competing with each other for the price of locates. And now they're going to be releasing 2 more coming soon. So that's going to be really, really good news. So the locate prices today have been very fair, in my opinion. I think there's been a lot of, fairly priced locates. So I think they're already talking to the vendors because the vendors want to make money too. And if people aren't locating the shares, they're not going to make the money, So that's number 1. Number 2 is our New York Stock Exchange event is next Friday. So congrats to the winners of New York Stock Exchange giveaway. That's going to be next Friday. One quick question is, if Interactive Brokers and whatever has one of the major locates, why don't we use them? Well, they are one of 17, right? So rather than, because Interactive Brokers only has their own inventory. So if you use Interactive Brokers, you will only have their inventory versus if you use Cobra, you have 17 different sources of inventory. And that is the key, right? And Interactive Brokers is one of them, but they are not all of them. So in response to the high locate prices, I worked with Cobra, and there is a new promo that's going to be coming out. And it's if you open up a new Cobra account or you open up a new Big Trades account, again, Cobra is a $10,000 minimum, and Big Trades is I think it's $2,000 or $2,500?
$2,500.
You will get a $500 locate fee credit for Cobra trading, and you will get a $200 locate fee credit for Big Trades. So if you guys have been on the fence, if you guys want to open up a new account, now is the time. In addition to that, on November 1st, so this promo is from July 1st to November 1st, we're going to be selecting 5 people that open up a Cobra trading account and having them come trade live with me in person in a secret location. So this promo is brand new, really, really sick opportunity. And yeah, so for existing customers, what I'm going to work on as well is this. What you have to remember is existing customers already got the free commissions bonus. They already got the free platform bonus. So a secondary bonus is a lot harder, but I'm going to work on something for existing clients as well. So this is just for new clients. I'm going to work on something for existing clients. As you know, existing clients are automatically entered into the giveaway. So the trade live with me in person is always half of the people selected are new accounts and half of the people selected are existing accounts. So if you've had an existing account with Cobra and you are an MIC member, you are automatically entered into the raffle to come trade live with me. I just opened a Cobra account last week, 10K. Will a 500 USD credit for locates be available? I'll ask them. I'll definitely ask them. The promo is from, I think, honestly, I don't see why not. But give me a day to just talk to them and we'll make it happen. But yeah, I mean, look at how awesome this is. Not only is and on top of that, sorry, I forgot one more thing. If you open up Cobra, you get 30 days of free commissions and the $500 locate bonus. Big Trades has no commissions and you get the $200 locate credit. And obviously the 5 people to come trade with me in person. So, I mean, pretty awesome promo. Really working on trying to give you guys the best opportunities. I am using Cobra Trading for myself. I also have a Big Trades account that I am trying to trade at the same time. It's not easy, but I am working on it. So if you want more info on Cobra and Big Trades, I will put it in the chat. And that's pretty much it. So, James, I'm going to kind of see what's on your head for trading today, and then we'll take it from there, bro. So what's on your mind today?
Yeah, I mean, my big focus today, obviously, kind of similar to the watch list, is just these broken names. I mean, did a good job avoiding the pre-market squeezes. Anytime there's a stock with like a red flag, I'm instantly writing it off pre-market, but that doesn't mean I can't trade it at the open. So like a CETX, for example, stuff like that. So my focus is basically just going to be sticking to these broken names, trying to piggyback them. CWD seems like there's still money flow. So, hopefully that continues and just makes the rest kind of like a layup scalp. This is my first day back from a week off. So goal is to take it slow. I had one really nice trade pre-market. I don't want to press my luck and I don't want to just trade to trade. So something needs to pop and set up, then I'll take it. The one thing I want to talk about real quick was while I was away, I actually finished the Market Wizards book. And I talked a little bit about Alex, about like what stood out in it. And the one thing that stood out in that book the most was that none of these guys or anyone in the book who made significant money, I truly don't think there was anything super special about any person. They just seem like normal people. They're not aliens. They're not a million times smarter than the rest of us. But the one thing that I recognized with these guys who have made, $100 million plus or even more, their risk management. Their risk management was incredible, and that was kind of like a lesson I took out of that book was just, you can make mistakes. You can be imperfect because a lot of these guys were. They talked a lot about the trades they took big losses on, the mistakes they made, but the underlying theme that just kept coming back and just proving to be what made them what they are was their risk management in the end. And, for me, I can't recommend reading the book enough just because, especially a few of the chapters, Simon Russo's chapter was really, really incredible. Lance's chapter was incredible. You just see these people who, again, are normal people, nothing special, but have an ability to manage risk. So if there's any lesson you guys can take from that, I 100% suggest it. Kind of coming out of vacation, that is my biggest focus going forward is being better at taking the stop and refocusing for higher if the stock continues or whatever. So, that's kind of it from me. Nothing crazy today, but definitely going to be a main focus of mine going forward. And I spent the last couple of days of vacation actually trying to look at my own trades, my own stats, and realize where I can get better, how I can be better at that, for example. And, I think there's just a lot to be taken from it. So that's my recommendation for you guys. Got about a minute to go here.
Yep. So, as you guys know, we are streaming live on YouTube as well. We stream every single day from 9 a.m. on. And at 9:29 a.m., we cut off the stream and leave it exclusively for MIC members. The last 2 days, you guys have seen me make $8,000 on stream. We're going to keep the stream running again today. Today will be the last day that we run it all day. Starting next week, we will cut it off at 9:29 a.m. as well. So now is the time to join, to watch our streams daily. I've been streaming for years, making millions of dollars on stream for years. And yeah, we have a pretty sick promo going on. So that being said, we got 10 seconds until the market opens here. Watching CLRO, watching JEM. Hopefully we get some bounces. Also watching CETX. A lot of pop and drops today, which is awesome. And that's it. Market's open. If you see something bouncing, call it out.
CETX week so far.
JEM weakness. But remember, one thing that I mentioned yesterday as well is I'm not interested in chasing these stocks because chasing is going to ruin your trade. So I was very, very patient on JEM yesterday. That's what allowed me to have a pretty solid trade on it.
TWD trying to hold down.
This S dot is at 100 almost, bro. That's crazy.
Wow. What a squeeze. CWD halted down. It's a halt band stock, so.
CLRO trying to bounce. Watch that 420 area. Okay, CLRO bouncing. Let's see if we got an opportunity here.
Trying to halt up.
Yeah, trying to halt up.
Okay.
So CLRO halting up. Solid. Let's see if we get some follow through to short that bounce. JEM, not really much attention yet. So a lot of pop and drops today. Just need some bounces.
CLRO, hopefully we get a push towards 455. Definitely get me more interested.
That would definitely be nice. Well, I think I'll definitely start starting on the bounce. Any alternative for non-U.S. citizens? Yes, we work with Zimtra, which is also great. Zimtra is a $2,000 minimum for international. JEM bouncing. Ideally, I'd like to see that $4 area. DSY bouncing as well, but that one's like a really big former runner, so that kind of freaks me out a little bit. So just waiting on that one. So notice I'm not jumping in, chasing this, that, the other thing. I'm just waiting. So if you guys want info on how to join, go to just email us at stevenrh1@myinvestingclub.com. I'll put it in the chat. But yeah, it's kind of chilling right now. It's only been 4 minutes. Waiting for things to set up. Very, very big patience game. As long as I'm not short S dot, I'm doing pretty well.
Crazy.
Did you pick a winner for the big trades account yet? Oh, I gotta pick that today. Let me do that today. Yeah, I'll select that winner today.
About a minute, CLRO. CWD, about 40 seconds.
Falling asleep here, dude.
Huh? Minute.
So as of now, I'm not really seeing money flow in much places. Is there a reason why stocks like CWD have been halting down like that? I think the main reason is people are just trying to exit their positions into the liquidity at the market open. Because usually at the market open is when the most liquidity happens in a stock. So maybe they're fearful that if they don't get out at the open, they're never going to be able to get out. It's just a guess. Aside from that, watching CLRO, hopefully gonna short a bounce here when it unhalts. Just staying small. DSY popping as well. Again, that one kind of sketches me out because it had a big move from like 2 to 20 that one day. I'm kind of fearful. Okay, open up. Started a short end CLRO here at 403.
Damn. Nice immediate halt down.
Unbelievable entry.
Same.
Unbelievable entry.
Damn.
Instant halt down. Well, okay.
Well, I got the top tick route there.
So far, so good. Indicating 350. Now wait another 5 minutes. It's a very good entry to start. JEM, non-stop weakness, no bounce there. So not really much opportunity on JEM so far. Kind of a shame. This fucking JEM is 10 cents away from halting down as well. JEM, heavy as damn, sucks. It's about to haul down.
CETX bouncing.
So no opportunity on JEM. CETX indeed bouncing. Checking my watch list, what my plan was on that, because I forgot already. CETX, my watch list says 4, 450, and 5. So we'll wait to see how we test at those levels. See if we get it. There we go. Let's see. So watching that area was too slow for 4. Let's see. Ah, shit. No! Oh my god, I was so slow. That $4 was in the watch list, man. Shit. Shit. Is CLRO indicating at 63 cents?
Yeah, that can't be right.
What the fuck?
$1.76 now.
This shit's gonna be halted for fucking 40 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Oh my god, bro. There goes my day.
The worst part is, it's just a starter on. It's just...
It's just a starter, yeah, of course. What else is new, bro? That $4 would have been sick on CETX. Maybe we get another try here. We'll see. Ay, ay, ay. So CETX is looking like a freaking dud. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. So no real opportunity there. JEM just tanked. DSY tanked. CETX tanked. S dot just tanked. CLRO just tanked. CLRO, is your thought to unhalt, thought to add or cover on the unhalt? I'll probably just cover, lock in some easy money, and then wait for the bounce. That's kind of my thoughts today.
CETX, let's see.
S dot, big reclaim, continues to trap. That is absolutely not of any interest to me at all, at all, at all. I'd rather stick to my easy, predictable plays that just print money. That's what I'm interested in. I just hate that I gotta wait for this stupid CLRO to unhalt. God knows how long it's gonna take. JEM doing nothing.
Yep, CLRO.
So annoying. Well, hey, if it opens up at freaking $2, I'll make good money. CETX fail, so no dice there. The plan was to short at 4. I literally was way too slow to short it at 4, so I suck. Plan was literally right there. We literally posted it in the watch list. Oh well. So just waiting. I'm gonna be here all day for this CLRO, but whatever. I'll take my money when I can. What else is moving?
PPCB trying to bounce, but not much range there.
DSY is not really doing much. Down again. So overall, a lot of weakness in everything moving today.
CWD open.
A lot of duds out there. Yeah, I might have gotten the best opportunity so far, but we'll see. Well, pretty much a day of falling asleep here at the desk waiting for this shit to unhalt. On the bright side, when it unhalts, it'll probably be a nice fail.
Looking around for money flow. Really not much.
What else? CETX, I short at 4 would have been perfect. Literally called it in the watch list. That was too slow. Hopefully someone caught that.
CWD is trading 200 million volume.
So let's see if this CLRO opens up here in 10 seconds. I certainly hope so. Covered some here, 340. Trying to halt up now. Great cover there. It's a really solid trading so far, but that's a whole lot of wasting time. I'm just sitting and fucking stuck in these halts all day. You know?
CWD attempting to bounce. See if it gets some money flow.
Why is the stock holding up and down so much? I literally have no idea. CETX just so weak, man, on that 4. Just
4 was right.
Picture perfect. Picture perfect.
Just a scalp. It was just a starter.
Which one, James?
CLRO.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, even 500 shares, $400. So nothing terrible.
So what a uneventful day. It's not so bad when it's an uneventful day and we're making money. But pretty boring day so far. But hey, boring days make money too. PPCB. What's PPCB doing? Dollar stock, not really up to much. JEM, just total dud. Any plans for 4th of July, James?
Yeah, I'm actually heading down the Cape. Yeah, and I just heard my cat. Heading down the Cape for a couple days. Gonna relax, chill. I got 30 of my friends heading down there, something crazy number like that. So it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Hell yeah.
Fourth of July is like my favorite holiday. So,
Look at JEM, bro. No chance.
oh, CETX down. CLRO another minute. I am all out of CLRO, but
I still
hey,
have
if
some.
we bounce back.
Overall market strong today.
Bitcoin, decent bounce. SRFM, it's nothing there yet.
Remember, guys, we are trading stocks. There's so many people that come inside like, why aren't you trading options? Why aren't you trading Forex? I'm like, are you making money trading options in Forex? No, I'm not, but like, I think I want to stick to that. So like, don't be one of these idiots, guys, that sticks to something that doesn't work. We have a process and a strategy that's been working for 2 decades. That's been making 8 figures in profits. And you guys want to stick to something that doesn't work?
CLRO open.
Got to cover out 55. Oh, sorry. So cover some more 55. You know, obviously, nothing really write home about, but profit is profit. Yeah, I posted a photo trying to get those Forex guys to believe in what we do. Oh, man. Let's see if we get another dip down. There we go.
Nice fail.
Might as well just take my money and run. S dot, weakness.
SpaceX bouncing today a little bit.
Covered more, 46. Over 50 cents a share in profit. S dot about to go red. You know, if I was more risk seeking today, I'd be shorting S dot on the first red day attempt. But I am not really interested in trading these stocks. I have a $30 spread, dude. Not before a long holiday weekend, not before 4th of July. If it goes down to 30, God bless, but I'm just not interested in that risk today. So let me know if this is making sense to you guys. Keep in mind, we'll be streaming next week as well, but we will not be keeping the stream open at market open. We will shut it down at 9:30 a.m. We have some promos going on. Just email us at StephenRH1@myinvestingclub.com, and we'll get you sorted. Still waiting for another dip here. Very stress-free day. No headaches here. No headaches here. Yeah, I was trying to get the Forex guys to watch our videos, because these Forex guys are all fucking shot. There we go. Covered more, 26. All out, 26. Done. That's my day. Done in 26 minutes. That's it. So, only just a starter today. Wasn't able to get anything of size. But still made about 1,600 bucks today using just a starter. Literally not at 1 nanosecond being down on the trade. Oh, motherfucker James beat me by 20 bucks. Fuck you, James.
You gotta go back. You gotta go back in.
Yeah, I gotta go back in. James beat me by 20 bucks. So, in the last 3 days that I've been back trading and live streaming, you guys have seen me make 10 grand, dude. If this isn't enough to convince you guys to at least give us a try, then I don't think trading is for you, honestly. Sorry to say it. But this is my day so far. Wrapping up a $1,600 day. Bringing it to $4,000 for the month so far. And that's it. No stress, no headache, no problems. Now, my parents are in town. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave and go visit my parents at 10 a.m. because I have the freedom to do so. And that is why we do what we do, man. That is why we do what we do. So stress-free day, no headache, no issue, no problemo. And that's my day. So if you guys want to join, we do have promos going on. Just reach out to us. And with that being said, I'm going to call it a day here. Walking away. And that's it. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Hey guys, great job.